Hey, cuties, you know, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Some of us gather far and near to bring each other some good cheer.
Okay.
Hey, yo, I was about to rap. No, sorry. We know there's a lot of you guys who are away from home. Some of y'all stuck overseas, not being able to come back because of the coronies. Maybe it's for work, for leisure, for studies in Malaysia. You know, we've got a whole bunch of festivities. Also, one of the countries with the highest holiday count. I'm not complaining. Full of celebrations. And I know it gets hard sometimes when you can't go back for that celebrations, especially if it's like, you know, Christmas, holiday season. It hurts a little bit more. So today, we talk about that. We try to break it down. We try to spend some time with you over there. If you're alone, you're not anymore. If you are here, then just listen now. It's your favorite tabletop podcast. Welcome back.
Wow.
Good Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
That was a very long intro. Like that was painfully long.
It was, but it's Christmas.
Overly confident that
We
this
already
is...
have like some Christmas jazz music in the back by Jamie Cullum. It's Slay, right? Go check it out.
Will we get copyrighted though? At that point?
Speaking over it, I think it's fine.
Okay,
Let's keep talking.
Merry early / Christmas / late Christmas.
Okay, when's this episode coming out?
That is 20th of
Oh!
December.
5 days.
5 days countdown.
Can you smell
Almost
it?
there, almost there.
Oh, can you smell it?
Oh, someone. There's a.
We've
there's
got a
voice.
very interesting guest with us today.
Oh.
Oh man, it's
Hello,
been a long time coming.
Oh, there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to all of you guys the Opa of the foods.
The Bopa Opa.
Oh man, we've got a celeb with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming in June to the podcast for the first
First time.
First time?
Yeah, first time.
Yeah. Actually, yes.
Debut on
Oh
tabletop.
my goodness.
Oh,
Oh,
guys.
June. Everyone is June. If you're not watching on YouTube, you're already missing out already.
Please,
man.
I think you guys are the biggest celebrities
No,
here.
no, the
More
visuals on
well-known.
this babe is.
But
Oh,
the
No,
mouth,
it's not.
you should see his Instagram reels.
You gotta
Just
go see.
sensual.
Yes.
At this
Aesthetic
point.
value
Oh,
is
the
high.
ASMR is
thanks,
crazy.
thanks.
June,
It's
who
okay.
you, what you do.
There we go.
I'm Jun. I am, well, I go under like Jun and Tonic on like socials, but I am a recipe developer and food writer.
Recipe developer.
All I'm hearing is husband material, man. That's crazy.
Oh, recipe developer? Like
Yeah.
how? For who?
So sometimes it's for publications, sometimes for brands.
Oh,
so
wow.
I create my own recipes.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I'm
Usually I try to like create like weird fusion-y things.
Yep.
Although like fusion gets a bad rap, right? So
Yeah,
things, for example, like putting like kimchi in like a carbonara. Stuff like that. Putting
yeah.
like a
Putting minced meat into mince pies.
although that has been done before.
I'm
like,
pretty sure that's
Okay,
the
okay.
that's
That's
origin.
this,
That's the origin
right?
story
Yeah,
of mince pies.
Like I'm just over at June's Instagram. You guys can go check him out.
June and Tonic. June
He's
and
got
Tonic.
there's so many followers.
Stop it,
so
you guys.
handsome.
You guys are big. No, I think the handsome is the food. That's why I put all the food stuff, right? It's
So
like-
you did
yeah,
a
I don't really show my,
This is
my
crazy.
face much.
a
Yeah,
PB and J mochi.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
wow.
crazy, dude.
What do you study?
What did I study?
What did you study?
Probably architecture also.
Take a guess. Take a guess.
Architecture.
No lah.
Hey, we've got the same number of followers.
Accountant.
Shit.
Hey.
Friends forever.
Oh, okay, this man.
Good morning.
June's doing way better.
You're a trained engineer.
Engineer, yes, I am a type of engineer. I'm a chemical engineer.
That's even crazier. What's
now
wrong
the
with
food
you?
makes
No, but I
sense.
didn't actually study. Well, I study it, but I didn't actually work in
Okay,
chemical
so
engineering.
hold up. Let me just get this
One of
straight.
those guys.
You are a chemical engineer now in the world of food.
Yes.
Oh,
Hong was an
beautiful.
architect
Now
now in the world of food.
Yes.
Ren Yi is an engineer.
Yes, I think Ringo is an
He is-
engineer.
he's
as
from
well.
Nottingham, yeah.
So you're
Now
literally
in the
Now
world of
my
food.
burger lab.
building people's palates at this point.
We've just got some really talented people. You guys need to do something
brains.
together, man. You guys.
Oh?
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. It's
today
Christmas time.
it's we got a really interesting topic for you guys. It's talking about we want to talk about what it's like celebrating holidays and festivities when you are not at home.
Okay.
Because growing up in Malaysia, we've got a ton of stuff.
Oof.
Friends, family, Chinese New Year, Hari Raya, Deepavali, right?
Too many
Everything
stuff.
that's going on. Have you ever been in a state that is not yours? Outside the country. and how was that like? So we want to unpack that a bit because Christmas is like, I don't know, I feel like with all the movies and the songs and the music, right? It becomes extra sentimental compared to every other holiday. Like
Yeah.
I didn't feel
Chinese
that sad.
New Year comes close though, I think.
Really?
But
yeah.
I think Christmas isn't shouting in your face to celebrate me. You know, I feel like Chinese New Year is dong dong jiang, dong dong jiang. Like I'm here, you know.
Yes.
Christmas is like, let me welcome you into this warm
That's
abode,
wild, dude.
right?
Yeah.
That's the vibe of each culture.
Yeah, it is.
you
It
know?
is. So like, if you like, hey, attack me with festivities.
Yeah.
I think that's Chinese New Year.
Yeah. But Christmas is more of like, I want to let you know that you're a bit sad with like songs like I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then it's
yeah.
like, hey, I'm really...
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay.
That's so sad.
Okay. Where? Yeah. Okay.
Right. So
It's true. That's
We have to talk over it.
yeah, let's I don't know, like how was it like? So June, were you ever overseas?
Yeah. So I studied overseas in the UK for how long was it? Maybe like 6 years.
Oh, what?
Wow, that's
Yeah.
long.
So well spoken.
How
Where were
long
you?
was your degree? What the
No,
heck?
I'm guessing pre-U.
No,
and then
yeah,
degree.
I was like pre-U.
Oh, okay.
Well, like this
Still.
will make me sound like
A-levels.
really. This will make me sound really posh, but like boarding school for 2 years.
Get out, June.
Stories are like
Freaking Bruce Wayne in the house.
I see.
yeah. So I did it for 2 years and then went to uni for 4 years. Yeah, it was a 4 years course.
So where were
wow.
you in boarding school?
It was in the UK as well. This place called Seven Oaks. Yeah. Not that well. Yeah, not as well known as like Eton or like Harrow, you know.
Yeah, no, but where,
So
Seven
it's
Oaks is
more-
in where's Seven Oaks in?
It's like in Kent, so it's like south of London.
Seven
what
Oaks.
a man.
Brought this up.
South of London. This guy.
Oh man.
Moving on.
And then uni, were you in like London as well?
No, uni I was in this is gonna
Just
break.
say it,
Cambridge. I was in Cambridge. Stop it.
Like
Were you really?
Yeah, I was.
What? I'm done.
Look at your red face.
Sorry, June.
So I do this thing, right? And
I didn't know we were sitting with a genius.
How did you do in Cambridge?
Why did you stop?
I was okay.
Did you
Middle of
graduate
the
with
pack,
upper
middle of the
honours?
pack. No, I graduated with like a 2-1, which is like a
Okay. Still though.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's disappointed
in
face.
Cambridge.
It's still Cambridge.
You translate that anyway. It's the first
It's
class.
not
bro.
disappointed. It's like, okay, bringing June back down to earth right now.
Wow, shit, that's crazy, dude.
Damn. Okay.
thanks,
Seven
thanks.
Oaks,
Okay.
Cambridge. Okay.
Oh my god. this is why I always tell people like, oh, I study in the UK, like UK.
And you just stop it there.
And yeah, and then I stop
Right,
it there.
right.
Unless people ask like, oh, where in
You
the
look,
UK?
you
I'm
look
like,
down.
They are gonna ask where.
A small uni called Cambridge.
I think you should just save people's time as like, where do you study? I went to
Maybe,
Cambridge.
yeah.
They just go, whoa! That's it.
for it.
Get over
jump
and
to
done
the
with.
deep end, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Did you have any family over there with you?
no, I didn't. Yeah. So I
Poor
was
thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
You were
alone.
at the tender age of what was your first year?
27.
I
19.
think it was probably like 18, 19. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, around
Oh, dude. So this is perfect because Jeremy, myself, and you have all been away.
there. Abroad, right?
Yeah. Ming Han,
Yeah.
yeah, cool. So he's our anchor today for
Yeah.
being back home here.
Okay.
I feel like we've talked about this slightly before, but
bit.
maybe what we want to explore is the things that we appreciate about Christmas. Even if you don't like necessarily celebrate Christmas, like June, like you were just saying this now that you and your family aren't like, you guys don't like go full on Christmas, right?
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
maybe it's probably like a religious thing, right? Because
Yeah.
my family isn't we aren't like Christian,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
then Christmas isn't like a big thing for
But
us.
it's
Although
interesting.
sometimes we have like Christmas parties, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah, and
But
that's quite
I
common.
feel it's interesting because like you were in England for 6 years. Do you always come back during December?
no
So
expensive.
if anything, Christmas
Yeah,
would
man.
make like they would force you to celebrate Christmas in
Yeah,
some way or
yeah,
fashion,
yeah.
right?
It's like the heart of Christmas.
Yeah,
Christmas.
exactly,
England,
exactly.
England
Yeah.
is like it's Christmas.
Yeah. Wait.
That
So
was
where
shock
where
at
do
you.
you where do
Don't
you
ask
study?
me where I was. I
before?
was in shithole, man. I was so like Kent is about like 45 out from London.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. I
Yeah.
was like 2 hours and 45 minutes out from London in a place called Loughborough.
Okay,
in
okay.
the mid Eastlands, next to Nottingham and Birmingham.
That's just.
It's trash.
Still
okay.
England.
It's still England.
English Christmas.
If a small town Christmas even more. So that was rough.
Okay.
And sad and. Did I
mean-
say sad already? I said sad already. And
Okay.
then Jeremy, you were in
Amazing. In Lancaster.
but you weren't over there for Christmas, right?
no, I came
Chinese New
after Christmas.
Ah.
And it was, I celebrated Chinese New Year overseas.
Yeah, it's a lonely time, dude.
Yeah, I'm about 26 hours off London.
Yeah, actually,
Very, very
not
small
wrong.
town.
No, lah, it's
Real.
not that far, lah.
All the way back in PJ.
That's 2 flights, dude.
yeah, it's 24 hours. Two flights
No,
really
if you
over.
take Malaysia Airlines, it's a direct.
It's 13.
Yeah, back when I was my time, there was no direct. There was no plane that could do direct. direct to London, if I remember correctly. My gosh.
I'm not sure about
I had to take a plane, drop off on a boat sail to another boat, and then I go on a plane again.
Wow.
That's when I grew up. And I had to walk through the water in the ocean. But talking about being overseas, you didn't really celebrate Christmas. But again, I feel like we need to set the bar, right?
Yes.
What is celebrating Christmas? It's not like
Yeah.
going to church and going for the service, right? It's just like having a tree at home.
Sure.
Do you have a tree at home? Not even a
Not
tree at
really,
home.
no. Maybe
you
I had
have-
like 1 year out of like 20 years. At
Like
home,
mild
so,
deco.
Yeah. Yes, very
Mild, there
deco.
we go. Mild seasonal deco.
Sure.
With the tinsel and the baubles. Right?
What's mild deco?
Like someone brought some tinsel in.
okay.
That's a small
like
baby
mild,
tree.
Like, mild, like accidental deco for me. It's like you
they
go
brought
to
back the bag from.
you go to a store, then you buy.
Then they had the
you
Christmas
go to
bag.
Starbucks, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you get
yeah.
Christmas bag, and then
Yeah.
you have it in your house. Then you're like,
Mild
whoa,
deco.
I have Christmas deco.
Yep. Mild deco. Like you go
Accidental.
to
I
what's
think I
that?
bought a red t-shirt. Oh,
Mild
Oh,
deco.
shucks, look at me.
But you see, it's good because it's like that border between Christmas and Chinese New Year because it's still red.
oh, true, true.
Oh,
Right, right.
I hate that.
Why?
One
really,
day, you know, some shopping malls decided to
hurts me.
hang ang paos on their trees.
Yeah.
And I thought that was blasphemy.
I want to
Wow.
punch somebody.
Wow.
It was
I've
smart
never
though.
seen that.
It
It's
was
smart,
smart though, but still.
I really hated it.
You know, like my household, we set up a tree like a long time ago, and it was never taken down.
Until now?
yeah, like
Oh.
the tree is
No,
just there.
shut your mouth.
I'm serious.
Hold on.
With the
Hold
deco
on.
also.
Like there's like
Like
some
all year
bubbles,
round
and they're
Christmas.
all and
Hold
just
on.
and it's because we don't bother to take it down.
Hold
so
on.
it's just there. And
How long has it been?
the whole time been living in my house, maybe like 10 years already.
I want to die. I want
And like it's just a prop now in the house.
I want to die.
That's nuts.
I'm a huge advocate.
There's nobody asked questions
I'm a
about
huge
it.
No,
I'm a very huge advocate of having the Christmas tree up as long as possible.
Yeah, but there needs to be a
But at that point, your tree is begging for
Okay,
death.
so for the first 5 or 6 years, it was taken out. Like it was just the whole tree just moved up to like that's not seen in the living room.
Okay.
Because we have guests, right?
Like, why don't you
So
dismantle it?
it was at it's too tedious and
Oh my
lazy.
gosh.
So it was like we like at my floor, like my level, we would just put it somewhere there.
On the
which
landing,
Is,
on the
on the
landing.
landing. So it means that people like if you come up to my room, then you would see
And
it.
it's Christmas on the
There's
second
Christmas.
floor.
But the living room people won't see it lah. But then like after like 3 years, I think it was just we just didn't bother to push it up. We just
I learn new things about life every day, and this is the most shocking thing I've learned
we need to speak
about Jeremy.
but
We'll speak to
recently
you
the
about this
tree has
later.
been like falling.
Yeah, no shit.
no.
It's been 10
The
years.
stand cannot like hold itself anymore.
It's not supposed
so
to.
so we put it into a pot.
The tree
There's
is
so much
begging
hurt right
for the
now.
sweet release of death.
It is.
Let it go. Like
It
just
really is.
lay it down. Oh my gosh, 10 years?
It hurts, dude.
Around there, I think it was.
Are there still lights on it?
No, we don't have lights on it. Like the lights died probably.
You
so
don't believe
it
it.
was-
Lights or what? Okay.
I think you need to buy a new tree for the new decade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Please.
think so. I think it's about it's about time. But then
It's
we
about
don't-
time.
10 years, dude.
But we don't really celebrate it that like hardcore at home.
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry, a tree has been up for 10 years. Tell me that's not hardcore.
That's if anything, that's the
That's
most
beyond hardcore at this point. Okay, hold on. So we got accidental deco. We got deco that has not been taken down for 10 years. I'm just going to say, if you go out for a Christmas party, that's mildly celebrating it. Because
Yeah.
you will get invited for Christmas
Yeah.
parties, right? You will get invited for Christmas dinners, all right? All about the celebration. And I guess this episode hits home because I think time and again, Mingyu's been asked about his experience in UK and being alone for a foreseeable time.
I cry very often.
With only the blades of grass
Yeah.
floating in the wind
Yeah.
as his company, gazing upon the beauty of the Tesco building. That's basically life in Loughborough for him, right?
was.
A lot of people actually tell us that they feel at home when they listen to the podcast.
Who have you all been hanging out with?
They
man?
just need to hear I think
like
they just
the
need to
Malaysian
hear that
accent, is it?
sweet sound of
Yeah, I think so.
angsty, complaining Asians.
Oh yeah, it really
Right?
could be it because we do get a lot of thanks, guys, for everyone who's tagged us in stories and dropped us a comment saying that you
Yeah.
feel like you have a part of home with you overseas. I don't know how that works.
We really appreciate you
It's
guys.
weird.
But if you
But we
specifically
will keep doing it.
But we'll keep doing it for you.
If you specifically want to hear us complain about something in a certain way, just say. If we can make your experience feel more at home.
Yes.
Hey, you got to do your clothes or not today? Wash or not? Why is it in the corner? Pick it up now.
Yo, it's
Go and wash
smelly,
it.
You can sleep like this. Disgusting.
Ah,
or you?
disgusting shit.
Why?
I don't know,
Anyway,
I don't know how- okay, back to the
homesick,
podcast. Okay,
homesick.
Yes. June, for you, like when you were abroad, it's a very. I feel like today's topic is quite. We're trying not to be downers.
No,
But
you need,
at
you
the
need a
same
bit
time,
of joy. No,
yeah,
Christmas.
but at the same time, like, okay, maybe the question is like, for you being over there and Christmas not being a festival.
Chinese
like,
New Year? Do you celebrate Chinese New Year?
Sometimes, yeah. So some
weird if
Chinese
you
New Year's,
sit,
I'll
no?
come back. Yeah.
Sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the okay? Hold on. Just maybe this is a better. What's your most celebrated festive season?
Yeah, Chinese New Year. Probably.
Chinese New Year,
yeah,
lah.
yeah, yeah.
Are you the whole shebang? Like I visit every single relative alive.
No lah, I would visit like hometowns in like Ipoh, Kedah. So you'll go there.
Right.
Sorry,
right,
Ipoh and
right.
Kedah are two different places.
Yeah, I know.
You do both?
Mom and dad. Yeah.
Okay, it's like
Mom's
not,
side and
not
then dad's
Ipoh,
side.
comma Kedah, right?
It's a new
yeah,
place.
that's
Jalan
horrible.
Ipoh in Kedah, you know?
That's-
Whack,
so you do
man.
the whole thing like you literally go back hometown. You know, you have the dinners.
Yeah.
Do you have the people over to your place?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything
So you
like
have the whole, I guess, like the reunion dinner,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
Tuan Yuan Fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay.
what?
The Tuan Yuan Fan, no?
This is the first time I'm hearing this. Too.
Oh, it's the reunion dinner.
Yeah,
It's
that's
what
called-
reunion
in
dinner is
Mandarin?
called.
In Mandarin?
Yeah,
What's it in
Mandarin.
Cantonese?
I don't know, man. My Cantonese sucks.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sick. Oh.
I know that's
This
not
is
that.
painful. This is
Oh
painful.
my
Okay,
God.
and since you don't celebrate Christmas that much, what was it like seeing these angmos around you?
Yeah, no, but I would say,
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
were saying, right? I think in the UK, Christmas, because Christmas is such a big thing,
It
so
celebrates
you
you.
inadvertently like celebrate
to.
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether it's with like friends, with
Walking to
just,
H&M,
like,
Merry Christmas.
yeah, random people in the
Yeah.
in the streets.
It's true, yeah.
Mm.
And what was that like for you? We were like, whoa, this is overwhelming.
No, I think it was fun. It was
Okay.
really fun though, with all the Christmas decorations up. Because
Yeah.
UK is so gloomy, right?
Oh,
and then
yeah.
now you see like
Suddenly
lights,
there's so much
just
light at night,
stars, and wow, this is like
At night, and it's like
really
5
festive.
o'clock.
Oh, yes. I wasn't used to that.
Yeah. Pitch black darkness.
yeah.
At
But
5
Loughborough
o'clock.
is like very So you were saying like it's very
Dude, it's the
down,
most
is it?
exciting thing there is Tesco.
But they had Christmas decoration.
A little bit. Actually, yeah, the town square had. Sorry, I say square very flippantly, but it was basically 200 meters of a straight road. Yeah, shops on both sides.
What?
So that
I
was,
feel like I can relate to you on
yeah,
that.
it was bad, bro.
That sounds
Mine
like a
was just
small town.
also a
Yeah, it was just a corridor.
a lane.
Yeah.
That sounds like the small town when we went to a small village in.
Man, I swear,
New
like if
Zealand.
we get to go back to England again for work, like I'm dragging your
No,
ass
why
to
would I want to
Loughborough.
go? Why?
Like,
Why
you
would
need
I?
You need to see.
I've been to Arrowtown in New Zealand.
Okay,
It-
but it's probably
Nope.
nicer.
Arrowtown has log cabins.
That's hardcore.
Okay, log.
But that's the vibe.
But
cabins.
it's a vibe, yeah, it
it's
is a
a
vibe.
Until you need
It's
to
a
use the
mood.
toilet, then you tell me what the
Then you
vibes.
go outside.
Hey, you know, your
Mm.
body is
But-
like helping nature. So,
Do you do
fertilizer.
science?
Moving back to being homesick. Let's not go back so close to
Yeah, yeah,
nature.
okay. So-
oh my gosh.
It's a bit hard. I mean, for me personally, when I was overseas, Christmas being something that we celebrate a lot because you know we're Christians, and my dad and mom would always have people over during like Christmas Eve, Christmas, and so like Chinese New Year and Christmas would be times of the year when you would gather in great numbers. Our
Great
house was
numbers.
like always open to a lot of young people and their families and stuff like that. So going over Christmas the first year for me, I actually I had contingency plan. I was like, I cannot spend this alone. So I went to Edinburgh in Scotland to visit some family friends. And it was that was like a super quiet Christmas. I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Because my dad would make excuses.
Yeah.
Christmas is like the time where he would just order an abundant amount of food and
Yep,
invite
yep,
strangers
yep.
into the house.
Yep.
Like we would ask like who is this? Who invited this person? And my dad's like, met him at the market yesterday. And yep, that's Christmas. I think it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So
So
when
like,
you guys were overseas,
when you remove me, when you put me into a different, I guess, situation, it bite, man. It really bite hard because Christmas is very sentimental to me. Even in Malaysia, in happy times, right? Christmas does have a bittersweet vibe and mood about it. Like everything's so like melancholic and like sad. But that's what makes it nice. So for me, being over there, wow, the homesick was real. Second year was even realer because I didn't go to Edinburgh. Because like the family friend had a baby and I didn't want to go and like gate crash and stuff. So I stayed in Loughborough and I saw everyone leave. And that was crazy. So I remember like I sent off my housemates, Nick. He went to see his girlfriend in London at the time. Becca flew back to Malaysia, and so I hugged her. I helped her put her luggage in the. Let me put on some sad music. I helped her put her bag in the taxi, and then I saw the taxi drive off, and I was like, "Wow, that's it, man. That's it." I was like, "Okay, I'm going back to the house." I went to the house, and like for a bit, I was like, "What do I do?" Michael Bublé was on on the speakers, and
Sounds
he was
like
like,
a really
"I'll be home
sad
for Christmas." I was
K-drama
like, "This is
already.
crazy, right?" I got a phone call from my friend, a Hong Kong girl who lives down the road, and she's like, "Hey Ming, are you alone for Christmas?" I was like, "Yes, I am alone for Christmas." She's like, "My family's over here." I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's great." She's like, "Are you doing anything now? Can I come over? Want to get maybe want to get some cutlery and plates because it's not enough in my house for the family and dinner." I was like, yeah, sure. So she came over and like I picked up as much plates and cutlery I could. I was like, "Let me walk with you because it's a lot." She's like, "Yeah, please come and say hi to my parents, meet my parents. Are you doing anything tonight?" I said, "I'm not." So I was like, "Yes, I got family and like company and all that." So we walked down the road and I got to a house and then like they opened the door. I passed them the plates and then they're like, "Merry Christmas, Mingyu." And I was like, "What? I guess I'm not invited for dinner." So I gave them the cutlery. I turned back.
And then you walk back.
I walked back. I walked back like 300 meters, 400 meters. And
Why?
and every house in England is copy paste on like the format of it, right? So you have your door, your driveway, and then there's this like sort of like sitting room area, and it's glass windows. And every glass window, you would see people sitting at the dining table. You see a tree, you see a dog, you see like decorations and stockings. And I walked past like 10 houses on the way back, and then I finally go back to my place. And I'll Be Home for Christmas was playing, and I was like, "This is it.
Oh my god.
This is the lowest of the low already."
This is the low.
no.
That was year 2 Christmas for me.
Are you still friends with?
We haven't spoken since.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh man, that was tough times, dude.
Wait, but do you call family though? Like, do you call
Yeah,
behind?
I did. We called back. I remember like, but it wasn't like you can't really do much lah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
There was a Christmas party in the house, so I did call back, and I was like, "Oh, I'm
It's
not
like,
there."
look at us having fun.
The next time I called was like at my grandmother's funeral. Then she was FaceTiming my grandmother.
There's a
Who was in
two
the coffee.
very famous calls. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
That is a crazy call.
I remember
Yes.
I just like Mingyu was here and like, yep, it's time for a call.
Ming, I did this.
I'm pretty sure you want to see Mama one last time, right?
I was like, I don't know if I want
wait,
to.
hold on. And I just took the laptop.
Is the phone or your?
Cannot laugh at it.
No,
huh?
it was
You
a
can,
phone.
it's
I was just like, hey, say hi.
You did that. Yeah. That was
And
it.
I was like,
Oh
yep,
my
that's
god,
it.
you guys.
But no, I mean,
I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to go
Okay,
there.
we need a
but-
bit more joy. We need a bit joy.
Yes, it's getting real dark right now.
I mean, the whole title was like, being away from home for Christmas, guys. So,
It's Jeremy. So
Jeremy, you need to point us in the right way because this is a downhill slope that we're
Yeah,
going right now.
So knowing this, right? How
Yeah.
did you cope with that? I guess that's the thing we want to go, because I had like when I was studying abroad and I was doing it was Chinese New Year, right? I couldn't go back because it's kind of pointless. And when I was there, I was like, oh shit, like I have no friends, I have no family, and the people that I went with was only these 2 people that I went. My friends that were from my program that went with me
Yeah.
overseas. So in the beginning, it was like, what are we gonna do? Like we're gonna have our own reunion dinner, cooking ourselves, and
That's what we did. Yeah.
yeah. So but then there's more to that actually, because after that we went to we found out that the Malaysian society had a Chinese New Year party. So that's when I went to something, and it felt a bit like home, even though being like abroad. So I don't know about you guys, how you cope with that, but that was my way of at least satisfying the little.
I don't know. I feel like Chinese New Year was a bit more. Chinese New Year for me, at least as a student there. Like there were other Chinese students, and nobody could go back, so we kind of came together. Was that the same for you as well?
Yeah, same. Like people, a lot of people from like Hong Kong,
mainland China, right?
Mainland China.
But Christmas, everyone disperses, bro. So
that's
there was
a
like
different
nothing.
feeling.
Yeah, it was bad. You were alone.
What do you do when you?
Literally
I mean, you don't celebrate much.
What do you do?
But yeah, what do you
Christmas?
do?
Yeah, so I would still go to like Christmas parties and stuff.
Right.
So even though I was in the UK, I think there were a few, maybe like 1 or 2 years, I traveled with a bunch of friends to, where was it? Maybe it was Edinburgh as well, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
And then we did like a whole like Christmas, like we rented an Airbnb and then did a whole like Christmas dinner sort of thing.
Look at this
So we, like,
Cambridge
cooked-
kids.
When was this? How old are you?
Wow!
Stop it. I feel like this is just like outing me a lot of things.
What year was this?
Yeah, it was Airbnb, maybe like 10 years ago, no?
No, it'd be there.
No.
It'd be there. It'd be
maybe
there.
like 7-8 years ago. Yeah,
It'd be there. It'd be
When I was
there.
How
like
old are you this
20
year?
I'm 29. Yeah.
Hey, we're same age, 92.
Yeah, 92.
I feel like the timelines don't match up, dude.
So technically, you could have been in UK at the same
Yeah, I
time.
think we were.
I think I saw you
Probably,
on the
probably.
streets walking home
Yes,
alone.
Just
sad.
who's that Chinese sad boy?
Just like me.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you did a Christmas trip lah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
sometimes I'll do that. But one Christmas that I would say it was very different was because after uni in UK, I went to the US and worked in like a restaurant there. And then I think like restaurant industry, if you're in the restaurant industry or F&B industry,
It's
right?
not a holiday, man.
It's not a holiday. It's when you're like the
Oh.
busiest, you're like slammed and you have to work the hardest, which is like, it's actually, on paper, it sounds quite sad, right? Because you're just like
Just
working.
slightly, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole night away, and
Yeah.
including New Year's as well. So when people have like their yearly holidays,
Yep.
you're actually like working super hard.
Yeah.
But I think the one sort of like saving grace of it, or it was like you had your kitchen family almost.
Yeah.
So that felt
Yeah.
that felt communal. That felt good in a way.
Right.
And I remember like, after all the guests left, we would just have our own like party in the kitchen.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and eating all the leftovers. No, but
Actually,
it was good.
no,
it was
it's
good.
true. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
the kitchen people know how to do it.
Yes.
You're
So-
not
so
like,
we're
like
cooking
random
our own stuff
uncle like
also.
going through the McDonald's rubbish bin, right? That's a different kind
Yeah,
of
no,
leftovers.
it's okay. It's not the guest leftovers. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
not
yeah,
eating
yeah.
scraps.
Exactly.
People's
What?
plate.
I have very big memories, but very, very
It's like
clear
we're
memories.
cooking the stuff that
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
cooked.
yeah. There you go.
that were
There
left.
you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, because we needed to clear that picture. I'm like, people
Yeah, sorry.
the
You
restaurant
said
staff eating the
McDonald's.
leftovers. No. We need to paint a different picture, guys.
Thanks, Megan.
The stuff that's not finished prepared in the
yeah.
kitchen.
Yes,
Not
yes.
like he take back the food from the
Yeah.
plate.
Like, like 2 bites of
So the chicken not
finish that,
finished,
you know.
the bone there, right? Then you just go.
So I can feel maybe just an indirect kiss to someone else,
Oh,
that kind of
oh.
thing.
Okay, that's.
But okay. So I'm trying to reel this boat back to shore.
it's hard, dude.
Being homesick during a festive moment, I think, especially if it's something that is very close to your heart or is usually related to having a lot of people around you guys, what do you do? Or did you just wallow in the cold? Like, okay, the only thing I have like any relatability next to this is the fact that I did not have a festive moment, but I have very big, clear memories of everyone leaving when it was time to study. Because I was the rare one that stayed back among my friends. So I think the best thing you could do was like either I wallow in it and like, you know what, guess I'm here, that's just me now. But I tried to make the most of it by just going out there by myself, like if I was in a campus, I'll purposely just go to like a common area and sit down. People are playing foosball, I go and rock up the table and like, hey, what's up, man? Funny story, that's how I met William. And then we became really good friends. So I guess like in terms of loneliness or being thrust into the world by yourself all of a sudden from unfamiliar grounds during like very like, I don't know, heartwarming or usually heartwarming moments. Do you guys, what did you do over there? Do you just like, you know what? Anyone who invites me, I'm up for it. I'll make my own party. What do y'all do? Besides stare at the grass. I need to understand this. Like what would you guys do if you really were one of those who made that bold choice to say like, you know what? It's okay. I don't think I'm coming back for Christmas or I don't think I'm coming back for Chinese New Year this year. Because I know got some friends who say that one. Like, let's save money lah. Save money. Don't buy the flight ticket.
Yeah.
And then what's the plan?
I think, it's always like a slippery slope, like wallowing in your own sorrows, especially when everyone else around you is like, seems to be having fun, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe it's like you can try and see like who's around you.
Yeah, this is
like,
the guys.
Yeah.
Then you can be like, oh,
Don't let me
you
down
want to
big time,
do
man.
something,
Well, calling her,
calling her-
I think that's so honestly, right? That's horrible in the spirit of Christmas, right? Like I asked for your shit, but don't even offer you something.
It's okay lah.
No wonder not friends anymore.
No, that it's
But-
not okay.
It's
It's
It
not
is
okay.
not
It's
okay.
a season of
It's so
Christmas.
sad.
It's-
It's
it's
like
crazy.
this person, and the fact that she asked you, like, are you alone? Like,
Yeah.
do you have anything to do?
Then
That?
it's like,
It's like building up to nothing.
Expectations, yeah.
It's like,
It's beautiful.
wow, that's bad.
I hope you're in a better place, how you treat people and everything. But that's cool, man. If I were you,
that's next level.
I'd be like, hey, yo, actually, I just remembered I need my cutlery.
Yeah.
I think it'd be nicer if she asked, like, do you,
that's
can you have
cool.
cutlery to borrow me?
That's cool.
Don't need to go to the family part.
That's real cool.
It's pretty.
But what would you guys do? What do you do after that time? Yeah. Did you? Chinese New Year for you maybe, and Christmas for Mingyu. I vaguely remember Mingyu's story, but hey, did you all make the moves to make the
I did
vibes?
like find out, okay, who was leaving, who was leaving and who was still
Gotta
like
make a
staying back,
checklist,
right? No lah, not checklist lah. It's like, anyone wants to meet up over like Christmas, over
Let's bond
Chinese
over
New Year?
loneliness, right?
Yeah. And then it turns out it's not that lonely after all when you have like
Right.
maybe like 3 or 4 people or maybe even more.
Yeah, it's like Harry Potter and Hogwarts when he didn't go home.
Oh shit.
Then he went and visit
Yeah.
Grimwall.
Sorry, who?
What?
Hagrid, sorry.
Grimwall. This is like the unreleased book 4, you know.
Yeah, I talked to JK. She said that she was considering a few characters for the season. But
It was definitely something like that. I mean, you band together, and whoever that was left there, you guys would make something out of it. And I think that's just similar to like the kitchen crew, right? Like you guys, there is gonna be people around, so like just get together and do something. But there's an illustration I want to give, and I think this is maybe relevant to everyone who sits in the self-wallowing pity party. It's nice. It feels okay. So if you don't understand what that feels like, you guys know when you cry, right? And then you go, sometimes you're crying, right? Because you're
Sometimes.
you just broke up or something sad happened to you, and then you're crying. You go to the mirror in front of the toilet, and then you start crying, and you look at yourself crying. That makes you like, wow, I look really good crying. I'm gonna cry some more. And just
sorry?
okay, sorry. Let me make this a bit more relatable. People who record themselves crying and posting it up.
Oh, nowadays a lot relatable.
Suddenly hit home, right? It's a bit whack, but I feel like there's
a sense of relief.
Yeah, you're like, oh man, this is cathartic, man. Like,
Yeah.
Everyone can see my sadness, and that was a bit lah for the Christmas time. Like I did self wallow in it. I was like, oh look at me, I got a good story to tell. But turns out year 2, that particular Christmas when I walked home alone, it turned out pretty alright because I did spend Christmas Eve alone. I ordered some food from a local pizza joint, and it's called Mario's Pizza. And these guys, like they're run by this group of Middle Eastern guys. I want to say slightly gangsterish, but it's okay because they're friends. And then they rocked up. I ordered like literally like a small pizza and some chicken. And they came with like 2 large pizzas, like 6 pieces of chicken and 2 bottles of Pepsi. And like, Merry Christmas, Ming, is there a party here? Like we brought extra food. I was like, guys, I ordered like 1. Like just 1. Then they're like, oh, no plans? I was like, no plans. So it's like 3-4 of them in the small car. Then like, hey, we came over to give you all this. I'm like, thanks so much, guys. I was like, do you guys want to stay for dinner? They said, no, we've got a Christmas party. I was like,
Stop it.
I was crying, dude. And they were so nice. They gave me food like Merry Christmas, Ming. So that was it.
Oh my god.
That was next level, yeah. And now, but the next day, a couple of friends from Sheffield came over, and we went like, was it Christmas? Yeah, Christmas evening.
Right.
So they had their own plans. They came over, then we went for Boxing Day shopping, and that was kind of like, that was nice. Just kind of hanging out. So, to be honest, there's no solve, guys. I told that whole story, and I realized that
Just take the damn plane ticket the next time. That's the route. That's the
not
route.
everyone can afford
okay, if you
lah.
can't, if you can't technology nowadays,
Yeah, just hang out on the Instagrams.
and soon there'll be metaverse. So
So you can technically be there without being there.
What is something that you do to alleviate the loneliness when you're in those long years of the halls of Cambridge?
Besides walking alone in the snow.
I
and-
know. As you guys can probably notice, right? I feel like I'm quite an introverted person.
Right.
So I think I was
Really?
like okay.
Do you thrive in the loneliness?
Well, I wouldn't say thrive. I'm like okay being in my own space.
Yeah.
But
Right.
not for too long though. Not for too long.
Right.
Too long is a bit.
Too long. Okay.
So when it
Yeah.
gets to that too long, what is the June way to go about it?
Yeah, then you go out and find people
Find
to
other lonely
meet, I
people.
suppose. Yeah, find other lonely people. Or like sometimes during Chinese New Year, there's like we were talking about the people from Hong Kong, from mainland China. And then you just meet people that you've never actually interacted with before. But over this like festive period, at least you can bond over something, right? And then you go for like hot pot or go for
Hot pot.
Well, this was like Chinese.
Yeah, for Chinese New Year lah. Yeah.
You go for like mala hot pot. Or
See,
all
food
these,
is a
like,
very good way to
small-
bond over things. to be honest, right?
I think so. And food is often like a very good connector
Yes.
of people. Yeah.
It's true, unless they're dropping off food and going to their own party.
Don't have to rub it in.
That was nice. I didn't expect that, but they were very nice. They gave me free food, so
yeah.
still win.
It's nice though. Like I think my only experience with that is when I actually had the chance to travel on my own for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was in New York by myself. I realized that actually, compared to Asian cultures, you could just really go out to the park and talk. Like I felt no loneliness being alone in New York. but also lonely. You get what I mean? Like everyone's really willing to just chat, but you just need to take some initiative to talk to people. Like I remember I was there alone during the Pokemon Go season, you know, chasing my Charmanders around the Central Park, right? And for some reason, if you're Asian, you are the authority of Pokemon Go. So like
That's very interesting.
I swear I thought I was going to get jumped a couple of times because groups of Angmos would walk up to me and say, "Hey, yo, I heard there's a Scyther around here. Where's it be?" I'm like, yeah. Right here. So I think it's really a matter of, I don't know if you're out there. I feel like I am not the authority figure in dealing with homesick when you're alone. I feel like I was the other way around because my whole life left me to go overseas in terms of friends. But it's putting yourself out there, lah. You know, you got nothing. It's downhill from here, right? It's only uphill from here. Sorry, it's only uphill. It's only uphill. I do think like even a simple gesture of like, hey, let's just get together and what's the easiest thing you can cook?
Ramen
overseas.
noodles.
Yeah, ramen.
Yeah,
right?
Ramen, instant noodles.
And then go and
Just do
treat yourself to
something
some spam in UK, right? Is that what they have there? Spam.
I'm sure you can find spam.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
What is that? What is the
sausages,
guilty food?
sure, you
There
can
we
buy
go. There we go.
sausages.
Like I don't know, put together a meal. Come on, guys. Like you know, you can tune into a podcast and hear us complaining about it and pretend
And
we're
eat
here.
your food.
And eat your food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we could record mukbangs for you guys.
Maybe we can sing some Christmas
No,
songs.
maybe not. But I think maybe to maybe shift the gears a little bit more on this one because this whole freaking podcast is just about being sad, right?
It is.
Minghan posed a very interesting question.
I did.
The other day in the group chat, and he was like, "Let's talk about what you would do if you were Santa Claus for Christmas.
If you had the power of Santa.
What a segue.
You
Yeah.
wanna? Yeah. It's game time. Oh yeah. And we don't have a game segment song, but. Hey, it's game
What
time.
would you do as Santa Claus?
So
if you had the all
explain
power.
the rules, Minghan.
Okay, if you had the all power of Santa.
What's Santa's powers?
Yeah, what's Santa's
Can we
powers?
list
Dude
them
can
up?
be around the whole world in 24 hours.
Omnipresence.
Tell me that he doesn't have omnipresence
He
at
is
some point,
omnipre-
right?
he's omnipresent.
But the only rule is you have the heart of Santa.
You have the heart of Santa.
Yes.
So what does that
you
mean?
wouldn't do something that Santa wouldn't do to the kids.
Okay.
Okay.
That's so.
Just-
the way you just said that. So many questions.
Wow.
You have the power of
Shit.
Santa, but you have the heart of Santa.
So you're generous.
So you need to be noble. You need
bold
to be
and
noble,
bold and
and
noble. Okay.
wise. If you could change something about Christmas to suit what you like, what would it be?
That's good. That's good. Oh, you want to start
I'll
first?
start it off
Yeah,
first.
thank you.
Go
Thank you.
ahead.
I would say that I would change the need to queue up. Like I would send elves to all the shopping malls.
Oh,
And like if you want something, they help you get it so that you don't waste time with traffic,
Oh.
parking, and stuff like that. To be honest, that's the real Santa we all need. We don't need Grab like to go for drivers.
Yeah.
We need Santa Grab, right?
we need Santa Grab.
Santa Grab. Like I need a present, elf shows up, give me 3 choices, I'll pick one, boom, it's there.
Oh,
Wait,
That's
but
it.
if you're Santa,
Right.
are you still supposed to remain like, no one
Secret, like,
sees you?
yeah,
That's why
yeah.
they see my elves, but not me.
they see.
Oh, but
your
no one
Santa.
sees the elves also.
Isn't one of Santa's powers like I just brain wipe you if you see me?
Powers.
Sorry, are we talking about like
Men in Black,
Yeah,
is it?
suddenly it became Men in Black.
Yeah.
You're like,
Mythical.
oh, good boy, ding ding ding, poofs, and that's it. Like I don't know. I thought Santa had like memory wipe powers.
No, he
feel-
does
did I
not.
grow up reading another lore?
He just
This one's
goes down the
slightly different.
chimney. That's
Like
what
he
we
had
know.
this like.
It's like this. That's mythical Santa.
That's
Oh,
ninja
That's
already.
Santa.
It's like Naruto
that's
Santa.
Santa EX.
Yes. I think I saw him in the multiverse in the MCU and in some installment.
Okay, Jude.
at
What
one
about you?
point.
What
Yeah.
about what Santa things would you get up to?
I think if I was Santa, maybe this is just like a wish of mine. But
Oh.
I think I would just, and this is nothing to do with like presents or anything.
Yeah, yeah,
but I
yeah.
would combine the Santa's elves with like the typical like elves in like games or like Lord of the Rings.
Uh-huh.
So all of them be
and
Santa
combine,
elves.
yeah, they're all elves. They are both elves.
But like,
Let me-
But then instead
different
of
tiers.
like a small guy coming and giving you presents, you get
It's like Legolas.
yeah,
Full bound,
giving you Lego.
full bound battle worn elves.
like
Yeah.
wood elves ready to fight.
Yeah.
Let me ice you with some of your Xbox
That's next
presents.
level. I
like, you
love
know?
that.
Like, hey,
So you wow.
Yeah, it's just a cool factor.
Like, I'm
It
just
would just
thinking about
up
like
the cool factor of
imagery,
Santa.
right? It's like Santa in his workshop. You know, usually the elves are like knee height, right? This one's like just full on taller
That
than
would
you.
make sense.
Yeah.
If you imagine Santa as an omnipresent, all power,
And Santa is like a
he
Gandalf.
would need
He
these
would
elves.
command an army of
Oh
elves.
damn, we found Santa.
This is
After
dope.
this, suddenly
This is
tonight we
dope.
all mind
There's a
wipe.
cool Santa.
You
And-
got too close.
And then the reindeers are dragons. It's just straight up. I'm feeling some flesh and blood vibes here.
I doubt Santa has dragons. I think they'll scare the shit out of the orphanages if
But
Jaws by.
memory wipe. Just like building on that.
Don't do
Jeremy,
anything.
Reindeer. That kind of thing suddenly. You
Jeremy,
know,
what about you?
I don't know, I
What
feel
Santa
like-
things will you do?
In 2021, being so digital, we should make a Santa that like an app, right? Like that you could
The Santa app.
the Santa app.
The Santa app.
Yeah, the Santa app that you.
Santa app.
It's an app. Everybody has the app on your phone.
And then?
you press one button.
Oh my gosh. You know how be damn cool? Yeah, you press your button first. Sorry.
You press a button, and everybody that you want to buy gifts for, they will get the ideal gift. You don't even need to think.
You know what'd be so cool?
intense, but
you
that's
scan
cool.
that QR code and Santa tells you be naughty or nice, and that's it for you.
We should do
But
that.
I'm so bad with
If you
presents.
hit,
I
like-
mean, we were talking about
Yeah,
it
yeah.
the last, and I would just want that stress taken away.
If you guys need some help with present buying, we just did a podcast about that one. Go check it back.
Man.
2 weeks
May
ago.
you-
It's a good one.
all power, and omnipotent Santa, the army of battle elves.
What about
How
you?
about you?
What's
I
the goal?
would wage war against the dark half of Santa.
What is the dark half of Santa?
So there is in movies there's the Grinch, right?
Ah.
But there's also in if I'm not wrong, I don't think it's
in
I think
DC
it's
chapter
Swede-
24.
like Romanian.
Dark Santa.
There's a dark Santa. So in I think it's Romanian or it's called Shucks. There was a movie about it that came out.
Krampus.
Krampus is a North American version of Santa Claus. So he's like the anti-Santa Claus.
Oh,
So
wow.
Santa Claus
He's
rewards
not
like the good
handsome.
kids and like doesn't give the bad kids anything, right? Krampus
Gives them AK-47s.
F's up the bad kids. He drags them to hell.
Oh!
Straight up, yeah.
Let's get
So
him in.
so yeah, so like I would do like a Christmas like exhibition match. Like if you're staying up and awake, then you tune in and we watch the stream. It's Santa versus Krampus, and it's just the army of elves and dark elves.
this
No, okay, no,
the
just kidding. Okay,
music.
I think for me, Christmas,
Wow.
if I was Santa Claus, I would, I don't know. I feel like I wanna let people know that I'm around. You know, because like everyone's like, oh, Santa's not real, and I'm like, we don't tell you that your MLM is a lie. So-
Oh!
oh shit! Sorry. So we, I'll let a couple of people know lah. Like every country, I need to make sure the story matches up. Then you see, like you give people something to look forward to. Like it's a new Bigfoot hunt. You give something people
actually-
to look like a chase. You know?
Now that you mention it, like but no, we are bound by the heart of Santa. I
What
would
you
feel
gonna
that
do?
if I was Santa, I would give the good people what they deserve, but I also give the bad people what they deserve. I might be
feels
Krampus.
like it feels like Batman.
I
Dude.
might,
Yeah.
Like
I might
judge and
be.
jury already.
I might be like the black and white Santa and say like, I am the night.
Hey,
And then
that's
just-
Batman. That's Batman.
Is that
Slide.
truly the heart of Santa though?
That's the
Nope,
heart of
that is-
Batman, dude.
But you see, like Santa has some kind of all power, like to know the sins that you've done.
Yeah, it's quite creepy. That means he be
He
watching
knows.
you.
He can see through.
He be watching you on the.
Actually, yeah,
on
he
the
doesn't need
occasion.
to see through. He's an updated list of everyone being bad or good. I want the powers of Santa.
Yes.
Now, if you think about that, that's a great Netflix series.
The powers of Santa.
Hello, Netflix, hit us up.
Oh damn!
I developed that shit. Yeah, sounds like a good one.
Next 2022, guys.
Okay, no, let's get back to this, guys. It's been a very interesting year.
Dude, it's like,
Sorry,
yes,
yeah.
Christmas.
It's been a tough year, right? And I feel like a lot of the joys of the usual things that we would do for the year has been kicked out the window. Traveling, hanging out with your friends, getting together, and even the Christmas,
Yeah,
like
you can't even
you can't
get in
do like
groups.
you can't do a big, like choir singing outside your house, stuff like that. So it's gotta be nice and simple. What do you feel is a nice way to end the year? Like any plans for yourself? Anything that you missed out on the year? Because Christmas is it's Christmas, but it's also, I mean, we always say it in the same sentence: Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So what is your wrap up before we wrap up this podcast?
I think for me, it always goes back to food.
Ooh.
And although I've had, so I think in this month, in the month of December, I do want to make a lot of like Christmassy things, a lot of festive things. And I have plans of making like a fruit cake, but instead of you know, the typical like raisins.
I hate
and
fruitcake.
Yeah, I really don't like. No lah, it's not vegetables. Yeah, typical like raisins, like cherries, and all the coloring, right? I really don't like that.
The
So
preserved
instead,
stuff, right?
I'm gonna use like the Asian dried fruits. So like dried persimmons, dried longgans.
Mangoes.
Yeah, maybe even mangoes. Yeah.
Oh,
All the
then you've
stuff
got a
inside.
product that can lay over to Chinese New Year.
Oh yeah.
Just like immediately.
Wow, that's
tarts,
quite
but
cool,
like
sir.
Christmas version.
Yeah, maybe pineapples, so like dried pineapple.
Actually, if you don't like that
So you can
stuff, right?
preserve for quite long.
Like recently, a German friend came over with the German fruitcake.
Oh,
And it was
what's
such
different?
a amazing, like
Yeah.
refreshing taste compared to like to a basic American fruitcake.
What's in the German one?
It's like there's a lot of sweet stuff. I can tell you that.
Kongoskochen. I say that very
There's a big lump
incorrectly.
of like, what's that? You know the icing sugar that can be molded and stuff? What's that stuff called?
frangudis.
No, isn't
You know the
yeah.
stuff that people make very decorative cakes, right?
Fondant.
Fondant, yeah. So there's
yeah.
like actually a roll of fondant in the middle.
Oh,
and you can
shit.
eat it and it sweetens the rest of the cake.
Oh.
And it doesn't have that weird tang of like preserved fruits. It is so good. Sam and Max, you're listening, hit me up. I want 2 more loaves.
Oh,
it's
shit.
really good. And compared to like the brown, dark, rummy look of the American fruitcake, it's white. White and bright.
white?
The
Oh,
German
like Christmas.
fruitcake, guys, is amazing.
Germans do it better. They do.
Not all
Hey,
the time.
stop. Hey, you don't want to do that. Stop right there.
You don't have Krampus to find
Yeah,
you.
you don't want to Krampus this shit up. Okay, so it's food. It's maybe having a bit more time to yourself and your family and loved ones.
Yeah, for sure. Always.
Yeah. Hopefully the end year gives us a bit of time as well. Mia, what about you? What's the ideal? Because I
Wow.
mean, you can't. Again, this is just throwing out some ideas for people to celebrate their Christmas and end year. Since we can't do the usuals, what's on your books?
I think the past 2 years of COVID, right?
Yeah.
Like, what we try and do is we would make small gift baskets for people, and then we grab them out, or like we'll grab a treat to like a friend somewhere, right? So like some simple things you can do lah. Because obviously you're not. I won't recommend that you gather and eat together every other day, but we would try and prepare like small biscuits and then put it into like a small thing and then send to someone. Or if you live out of the state, we would try and figure out like, okay, what's a gift shop near you and order something for you. I think it's a very nice thing, right? Like, cause no one's gonna like deliver presents to you, you know, and drop by your house. But yeah, that's really the best thing you can do in the pandemic lockdown at least. But as we go back into it, of course, it's about the meal. It's not really about the presents and the parties, but sitting down and having an excuse, a good excuse. You know, Asians need excuses to hang out, right? Like we can't hang out like, hey, I really want to invest time into my relationship with you. You're like,
It's like, oh, what? Want to have dinner? Okay.
that's better. That's much better, right? But you find an excuse to eat with people. Like just have a meal. It doesn't have to be a Christmassy meal. It can be a like a coffee shop meal, a mama meal. I like Christmas because Christmas is like the heartfelt festivity. Like people expect the heartfelt catch up. People expect the, hey, how you doing? Chinese New Year is not about, hey, how you doing? It's like, hey, how's business? You know? Hey, go on your studies. That's the Chinese New Year catch up, right? Hey, married already or not? Hey, kids or not? You know? But Christmas is like, hey, how you? You know? How you? Make full use of Santa's power, guys. Like the Christmas catch up is a very heartfelt one with good food, and maybe, you know, tune into the June stuff and he can teach you how to make eggnog. I honestly just
Are you guys a fan of eggnog?
I've not tried eggnog.
I'm alright. I don't mind it.
I actually just really want to learn how to make gingerbread man.
Oh,
That's my goal for this year. Like my own like present to myself. I love gingerbread man.
it's quite easy. It's quite easy.
It's easy for you.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it
easy for you.
I like gingerbread and shortbread. So those are like my two things. But yeah, these kind of small things I feel like really make a difference compared to like you know, going out and throwing lavish parties in like I don't know, like clubs and stuff like that, which is also, you know, a practice. But hey, spend time with people that matter. You know, sit down, catch up. You have a lot of reason to. You know, you've not seen a lot of people in like forever. Like find this as the excuse, right? And that's it. I would recommend 100% eat something lah. Malaysians born over food anyway. And call. If you can't, don't text lah. Call lah. That's the best you can do. You know, then you'll probably be greeted like, hey, you okay? Why you call me? You know, like people now don't expect calls. You know, just me. Like if you call someone, you're either on the way to the hospital or stuck in a lift. More about that next time. But
no, but I think what you said
right?
just now was like really good though. It's like, you know, you can give gifts even if you're not, just
Yeah,
something
yeah.
small,
Order
even
lah.
if you're not
Correct.
there with them. Yeah, and you can even,
Yeah.
I guess, like make your gingerbread man and
if
send
you,
people some.
If you very,
I'll be expecting some.
Yeah,
maybe,
I
huh?
mean, if it gets to gingerbread man stage, yes, right? But yeah, just order some treats, guys. Like chocolate is a very normal thing, you know. And I know that some food services can literally order presents to you. So yeah, that's my tip. For people abroad, though, just call home lah.
Yeah, just call home.
Just call home.
Yeah, the technology is so much easier to stay connected now. Jeremy, end year plans. How do you?
Yeah.
Interesting ways to celebrate.
Take down the tree.
Okay.
Buy a new one.
Yes, you should get a new tree. Actually.
Okay.
Dear Lord, that poor tree is like,
Jeremy?
guys, just end it for me, please.
I think
Just-
like taking the time out to spend time with your loved ones. I think we neglect, like, you can have you have your family dinners every other night and all,
Yep.
but a proper one where you really like have a heartfelt conversation, because that's what I look for. Like we normally do it at the end of the year, like a proper dinner where you really go out to a nice place and sit down and have a good meal and have good conversations, and I feel like that's something that a lot of people overlook, and I think in the recent years, a lot of people has been lost, and it is a good reminder that
Yeah,
to
it
really
is.
spend the time with the people that matter most to you. And and I'm looking forward to take a break, like just
Well deserved,
just
Jeremy.
a good
Jeremy says that. Then on Christmas Day, like, hey, I got an idea. Let's just do this instead. Christmas stream, guys. Christmas stream.
No, I'm prepared to take a
You
good
stay on,
rest.
I'll hold it. We'll hold it to you. We'll give you forced leave or something like that. Oh my gosh. May you take it away. What's the song for the week?
I'm gonna share what I want to do first.
Oh, wait, yes. What are you
I
gonna do?
think, like the usual family dinners and all that. I feel like Christmas is a great time for giving, and I feel like if there was something that I want to try doing this year, is to appreciate the people that we don't usually or who like we take for granted. So like security guards, cleaners, janitors, stuff like that, right? So we've got some really good security guards in our condo area, and these guys patrol the area. They help you get stuff. I mean,
They're quite cute. They
they're
can't
quite
really
cute,
run.
Yeah. They can't run.
They got scooters,
for
though.
reals. They can't run. So I'm trying to think of a present I can get them. Maybe like a water bottle or some food or some gift vouchers or something. Because like these guys, they're away from their family. Christmas for us, celebrating upstairs or going out, these guys are still like holding the fort, you know. So what's something that we can do to appreciate them? Because like I love getting gifts for my friends and family, but I think maybe this year I want to explore doing a little bit more for people who I don't necessarily know, but I am in constant, like, you know, they're helping us anyway.
And it's true. I think if you go out like during Christmas or any festive season, right? Like there are always people still working. You don't see it. Everyone thinks that it's off. Like most of the workforce is like, we are on holiday. But we forget that there's a bunch of people.
And especially even if they don't celebrate it, doesn't mean like you don't need to appreciate them. If anything,
We just did the episode of Hong about the service
you should
industry,
even
right?
appreciate even more because they're working
correct,
on
So that's my Christmas to-do list, and it's something I want to challenge everyone who's listening to this. If you guys have been listening to the Table Talk, you guys know that we're all for people in the community. So if you guys do anything this Christmas that's out of the ordinary, please tag us, let us know. Our challenge to you is, what would you do as a gift to someone else? Tag us, share that story with us. We'll share it out on Instagram as well. Hopefully it'll inspire you guys to do a little bit more acts of kindness for each other and yourself. This week's song is, I've been blasting Christmas tunes the whole freaking way. This one's Jamie Cullum, It's Christmas. Jamie Cullum is a great English artist. And just you check out the whole freaking Christmas album. He's got like
Truly
4 CDs on that one.
Voice of Christmas.
Look at that. So good.
Next to Michael Bublé.
If you guys want to get more Table Talk podcasts before the year ends, check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. If you're not watching this on YouTube, you're missing out on the beautiful visuals. That is June and Tonic.
Hey!
Truly. A Cambridge graduate.
I was waiting for
Some
that.
time in Kent as well.
It's like
Seven Oaks, Cambridge.
All like whenever he talks about his recipes, all I hear is like,
Cambridge,
how
Cambridge,
is he
Cambridge.
not married off yet?
Make
sort that
her
out.
is a true catch sweat.
We'll sort that out. We'll sort that out.
Are you single and available?
I love it.
On paper.
I want to.
On paper.
Whoa.
What? Yeah. Oh, sure. Short answer, yes.
Can we deep dive? Can we get you in for a Valentine's episode? Sort this out, man. I love it. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please tag us. Follow June. Check him out and June and Donna if you guys want to see what he gets up to this end year for the Christmas recipes. And if you want to get plugged into an amazing community and have no plans this year for your festivities, join us on discord.gg/thetakeawaytable.
Yeah, they
That's
do.
discord.gg/thetakeawaytable.
They make your alone times not lonely.
We might do like a Christmas karaoke session. I feel like it's about to
probably
happen.
gonna happen.
It's probably gonna happen.
Maybe invite some special guests.
Yeah, you should
Oh!
invite people who are spending
actually
Christmas
sing?
alone.
Oh,
maybe.
sorry.
Oh,
Yes.
Sure,
Also
yes.
that.
Also that.
I was gonna say like Cesare and like Charlie and Ben.
Sure.
But we'll see. We'll see.
And yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it for today's podcast. Merry
Skiddy-bop-bop.
Christmas, guys. Everyone say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Have a great new year. Don't worry. We're coming back with a new podcast for you guys as well. We got a special guest for our final podcast of 2021.
Oh.
So make sure you stay tuned for that one. It's been a hoot. Merry Christmas. Once again, stay safe, stay clean.
Big thanks.
Eat that turkey, but like in moderate amounts.
Also, you know, the best present you can get yourself is just get your vaccinations and your booster shots.
How are people still not vaccinated?
Some people.
Oh, I've got a friend whose
Some
mom
people.
is
Some people.
unvaccinated.
Just a bit scared still. So a bit scared still.
I hope for Christmas she either gets vaccinated or COVID.
No.
no,
we gotta
no,
bleep that out.
That's the only option.
We gotta bleep that out. We gotta
sorry.
bleep that out.
Merry Christmas, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.